Getting in visuals of tribute to Pulwama martyr in Srinagar. Remember, two personnel of Railway Protection Force were attacked by terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir's Pulwama district on Monday, and Head Constable Surinder Singh was martyred in this terror attack. The visuals on your screens are from Srinagar, where a tribute is being paid to the Pulwama martyr. There has been a spurt in terror activities in Kashmir ahead of PM's visit, which was due on 24th of April. And this terror attack now coming in where a Jawan was martyred in this attack. We have Zeenat joining us from Srinagar. Zeenat, we can see those visuals, tribute being paid to the martyred Jawan. What more can you tell us? Because this is extremely worrying. The attack comes just days ahead of Prime Minister's visit to J&K.
Oh, absolutely. These are the visuals that we are beaming from District Police Line Srinagar, where the rich tributes are being paid to the Jammu and Kashmir police Jawan who lost his life in Kakapora Pulwama attack. In fact, the CCTV footage was accessed by Republic, wherein one can see the Jawans coming from the railway police. They were sitting on a bench outside the tea stall, and when a terrorist coming from behind shot at them and injured them critically. In fact, one of the Jawan lost his life, and his retailing is being done at the DPL Srinagar. We are also seeing in the visuals the preparations are underway. In fact, the top cops of Jammu and Kashmir Police, IGP Kashmir, along with CRPF, District Police Srinagar and other officers have also present to pay their last respects, last tributes to the soldier who lost his life in the line of duty. Although we are seeing that the cordon and search operations were launched by Jammu and Kashmir Police along with other security forces in Pulwama, Shopian as well as in Anantnag. Yesterday, police have received the CCTV footage of the very area. In fact, the terrorist who carried this attack yesterday has been identified also, and now the manhunt has been launched by J&K police along with other forces to nab or to neutralize the attacker. We are seeing the attacks coming in South Kashmir, the terrorists targeting the policemen, the locals, non-locals, civilians at the time when the Prime Minister is scheduled to visit on 24th of the month to Jammu region to inaugurate a few of the important developmental projects. But we are also seeing that the police maintaining that they have an upper hand as far as the terrorists are concerned. They have been neutralizing or apprehending them. They have been carrying the anti-terror operations in South as well as in Srinagar and Central Kashmir, and also the mini crackdowns had taken place in North Kashmir where the terrorists, like yesterday, LET terrorists were apprehended by Bandipora police, and today morning the hideout was busted where the arms and ammunitions were recovered by Jammu and Kashmir police along with Indian Army as far as in the Tangdar Kupwara area is concerned.
Well, thanks, Zeenat, for those details. We have Major General Rajan Kochar also joining us. Major General, good morning. Extremely sad news coming in from Pulwama, where another terror attack was reported and a Jawan was also martyred in this attack. Your first thoughts?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that we've lost RPF soldier of ours. And it was an act of cowardice from the militant because he was fired from the rear. It shows their mentality that they don't have the courage to face our security men one-to-one, like a soldier actually faces another soldier. They resort to these kind of acts like hitting from the back, which is rather unfortunate. And as a matter of fact, in the last 1 month, if you would have noticed, there have been major successes by the security forces in the valley. And this has put these militants on a back foot, and they are now desperate. And this act clearly is a sign of desperation.
Yes.
And in the times to come, you will see this stranglehold of the security forces is going to increase by the day. We have already intercepted their intelligence, and we have already gone into their systems so deeply that each and every information of their movement in the valley is known to the security forces, and that is how the success rate is also going up, and I'm sure that in times to come we'll see these almost 80 to 90% elimination of these kind of attacks on our security forces.
That's right. Major General, thanks so much for speaking to us. Extremely worrying and sad news there. Zeenath, you know what's another sad news is that this is the 9th such attack in the JNK, beg your pardon, because there has been a spate of attacks in terror attacks over the last month. 9th attack just last month, in this month.
See, we talk about the attacks that are being carried by the terror outfits like Lashkar, or for that matter TRF, which is an offshoot of Lashkar, or even this Alba, the terror outfit, because we have seen the attacks, most of the attacks carried by these terror outfits in central Kashmir, or for that matter South Kashmir. Recently, one of the killing of a Sarpanch was witnessed in Goshbuk area of Patan, Baramulla, where that Sarpanch was targeted in an orchard. He lost his life. But if we go through the statements coming from the Jammu and Kashmir police leading from the front, they've been saying that whosoever was involved in the attacks that carried against the terrorists who carried the attacks against the civilians or the non-locals, they have been neutralized or they have been apprehended, because we see the operations, the anti-terror operations being carried in Anantnag, or for that matter Shopian. In fact, in Kulgam recently, when the terrorists managed their escape later, they were trapped in another location and were neutralized. So they are maintaining that whosoever is trying to carry these kind of attacks are being neutralized. But we see that the more challenges coming for the Jammu and Kashmir police and Indian Army, because Yatra, Amarnath Yatra after 2019, first time is being resumed, and this time, as the central government has already announced that 8 lakh pilgrims are going to pay their obscene at Amarnath cave. So it is going to be a very challenging job this time for the Jammu and Kashmir police, because the Yatra, as usual, has been going on from both the accesses from Pahalgam and Sonmarg, though police maintaining that tourism and pilgrim is not something new. The Yatra is not something new, that because this Yatra has been going on for years, and the tourism has been maintained by the police and the other agencies for a long time. So this is nothing new for the Kashmir. But the way the attacks are being carried to create kind of sensation or to fear, this is going to be very challenging.
We'll have to leave it at that. We'll keep coming back to you, but those are the visuals we are getting of the tribute being paid to the brave heart after the Pulwama terror attack, which took place on 18th of April.